Jack London, The White Man's Way, Part 5. Yes, I answered, it is true talk that you have heard. There is no snow in that country, and its name is California. California? He mumbled twice and thrice, listening intently to the sound of the cymbals as they fell from his lips. He nodded his head in confirmation. Yes, it is the same country of which Yamikan made talk. I recognized the adventure of Yamikan as one likely to occur in the early days when Alaska first passed into the possession of the United States. Such a murder case occurring before the installment of territorial law, and officials might well have been taken down to the United States for trial before a federal court. When Yamikan is in this country where there is no snow, old Abetz continued, he is taken to large house where many men make much talk. Long time men talk. Also many questions do they ask Yamikan. By and by they tell Yamikan he have no more trouble. Yamikan does not understand, for never has he had any trouble. All the time have they given him warm place to sleep and plenty grub. But after that they give him much better grub, and they give him money, and they take him many places in white man's country, and he see many strange things which are beyond the understanding of Abetz, who is an old man and has not journeyed far. After 2 years, Yamikan comes back to this village, and he is headman and very wise until he dies. But before he dies, many times does he sit by my fire and make talk of the strange things he has seen. And Bidarshik, who is my son, sits by the fire and listens, and his eyes are very wide and large because of the things he hears. One night after Yamikan has gone home, Bidarshik stands up so very tall, and he strikes his chest with his fist and says, "When I am a man, I shall journey in far places, even to the land where there is no snow, and see things for myself." Always did Bidarshik journey in far places, Zila interrupted proudly. "It be true," Abetz assented gravely, "and always did he return to sit by the fire and hunger for yet other and unknown far places. And always did he remember the salt lake as big as the sky, and the country under the sun where there is no snow," quoth Zila. "And always did he say, when I have the full strength of a man, I will go and see for myself if the talk of Yamikan be true talk," said Abetz. "But there was no way to go to the white man's country," said Zila. "Did he not go down to the salt lake that is big as the sky?" Abetz demanded. "And there was no way for him across the salt lake," said Zila. "Save in the white man's fireboat, which is of iron and is bigger than 20 steamboats on the Yukon," said Abetz. He scowled at Zila, whose withered lips were again writhing into speech, and compelled her silence. But the white man would not let him cross the salt lake in the fireboat, and he returned to sit by the fire and hunger for the country under the sun, where there is no snow. Yet on the salt lake had he seen the fireboat of iron that did not sink, cried out Zila the irrepressible. "Eh," said Abid, and he saw that Yamikan had made true talk of the things he had seen. But there was no way for Bidarshik to journey to the white man's land under the sun, and he grew sick and weary like an old man, and moved not away from the fire. No longer did he go forth to kill meat, and no longer did he eat the meat placed before him. Zilla broke in. He would shake his head and say, "Only do I care to eat the grub of the white man and grow fat after the manner of Yamikan." And he didn't eat the meat, Abitz went on, and the sickness of Bidarshik grew into a great sickness until I thought he would die. It was not a sickness of the body, but of the head. It was a sickness of desire. I, Abitz, who am his father, make a great thing. I have no more sons. I do not want Bidarshik to die. It is a head sickness, and there is but one way to make it well. Bidarshik must journey across the lake as large as the sky to the land where there is no snow. Else will he die. I make a very great thing, and then I see the way for Bidarshik to go. So one night, when he sits by the fire, very sick, his head hanging down, I say, "My son, I have learned the way for you to go to the white man's land." He looks at me, and his face is glad. So I say, even as Yamikan went, but Bidarshik is sick and does not understand. "Go forth," I say, "and find a white man, and even as Yamikan, do you kill that white man. Then will the soldier white men come and get you, and even as they took Yamikan, will they take you across the salt lake to the white man's land, and then, even as Yamikan, will you return very fat, your eyes full of things you have seen, your head filled with wisdom."